It's Never Tell Me the Odds with the Dark Lord himself, Darth Ward, on the show. Hey, Rob, how's it going?
Doing good, James. How about you?
Doing phenomenal. We're going to talk some odds right now. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. This is mostly going out for Patreons at the beginning, so they won't care about that. But everybody else, like and subscribe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rob, you better be the first one to like and subscribe on here.
You bet. The first chance I get, James. The first chance I get.
First and second chance. I like because we're on the messenger. You can see my face was on the bottom of your screen, so that was hilarious for everybody. All right, let's get right into the Never Tell Me the Odds. Let's get these odds going and rolling and all sorts of moving because we've got 4 of them to give you guys. I will go first. The first one is from
Hit me.
The first one is from Aaron Quinton, our Patreon's own Aaron Quinton. He's asking the odds of the Imperial March making an appearance audibly in Rise of Skywalker. The Imperial March in Rise of Skywalker.
Huh. Very interesting. All right. So I'm up first on this. I'm on deck first. All right. Odds. All right. I'm gonna go. If this question was with Last Jedi, then I would think I would be going lower. But because JJ's returning for this, I have a feeling that the mask or some type of way the Vader mask might factor in again, and they might just play it like just a little bit. Like it might be just like the slightest of melodic tunes. I don't think you're gonna get the big drums and the big sounds of the Imperial March, but I feel like you might hear it very subtly in there if the mask returns. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go super high though, so I'm gonna go something like 40%. 40%.
I'm gonna go high. I think this is
All
the
right.
last one. It is, it was not obviously in A New Hope, but it is a huge part of Star Wars. Everyone knows the music. Everyone loves that theme. It's Vader's theme. Kylo Ren is a Vader fanboy as far as we know. I'm going to go 79%. I think it's going to play out at some point. It might not be over the top. It might not be the entire Imperial March, but we're going to hear bum, 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 at least on some level. We are going to hear that for sure.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
We are definitely going to hear it. Rob, what is your odd?
You know what? So I'm going to go with my first one here, and obviously one of the big stories is just the Rise of Skywalker in general. Yes, I am no longer saying Episode 9. I'm sticking with Rise of Skywalker. I got $30 in the bank over there, so I'm keeping it with the Rise of Skywalker theme, and I'm going to go with this. We haven't seen it in any of the trailers, and nobody's really spoken about it, at least from what I've seen. So I'm going with, what are the odds of a Porg showing up in Rise of Skywalker?
Obviously, you do not watch the Rebel Scum podcast because we did this odd last week. I am going to go, I can't remember what my odd was. I'm going to go 71% because I want it to happen. Yes, and there's one on the Falcon. He's been there for a year. He's a friend. Ash Crowshead from Entertainment Tonight asked J.J. Abrams about that, and he would not say no. He probably wouldn't put there, but it might just be in the background somewhere, so I'm going at 70-something%.
And one of the few Never Tell Me the Odds that I clearly skipped, and it just turned out being the one question. I should have thrown these by your way, but I'm gonna go a little bit lower because I'm not sure how JJ thinks about the Porgs in general. So I'm gonna hit it around. I'm gonna say that there's a chance that a Porg might show up for like a Jar Jar-esque cameo in Revenge of the Sith. So I think there's a decent chance of that. So I'm gonna go like 60% on that, but a little bit lower.
All right, sounds good. My next odd, he might be dead, but I talked about this the other day on an episode of 1313 for the Patreon, because I kind of want this to happen, but again, this person might be perished by the time we get him. The odds of Cad Bane appearing in The Mandalorian. Cad Bane in The Mandalorian.
Wow. It just makes me grin ear to ear to think about that possibility that he could be in it, but I don't think it's very high just because of the time frame that this is taking place and the fact that he would have to have survived for 25 plus years, more or less about 25 years, depending on how you frame the Clone Wars time frame wise. So I don't know. Even though Filoni is directing obviously and has a big hand in this show, um, gives it a chance, but I think unfortunately it's probably gonna be lower. I'm going like 35%, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it's going to be low. I really would like to see it happen. I don't think the age has
I
a
would love to
problem.
see it.
I don't think the age would be a problem because we don't, who knows what he's looking. He might even. I mean, there are other characters that last that long. You just have to be older. I mean, Hondo's around, not too long after that. So the age doesn't really bother me too much. You can make him older, wiser, a smarter Cad Bane, an even more intriguing version of the character. But there is like this deleted scene or alternate take or unfinished episode where he was killed. Maybe that'll happen in the new season of the Clone Wars. I don't know. All I know is Ray Park's coming back to do the motions for Darth Maul, and I'm pretty darn excited. But I really want to see Cad Bane appear in it. I'm going to go full Brock on this one because I don't want to say no. I don't think it's going to happen. I would love it to happen. I don't know, though. I think Favreau's knowledge of the Clone Wars might even lend him to writing that character into the show on some level. But maybe not season 1. It could be like a season 2, like, oh, look out. Because we know Dengar is going to be in it. IG-11 is going to be in it. Who else is there? Is Zuckuss in it? Forlom is not in it. Bosk is going to be in it. So the bounty hunters are going to be present. Cad Bane is the one bounty hunter who is not present in Empire Strikes Back. Where is he?
I don't know. So wait a second. So they said officially Bosk is going to be in Mandalorian?
Yeah, and I believe...
Is that something I missed?
I think you missed it. Yeah, I'm 90% sure. Never tell me the odds. I'm 90% sure I read that.
All right. Okay. Well, there
Rob,
you go.
You're supposed to be our Mandalorian expert on the channel, so we're gonna have to buy you an encyclopedia of all things Mandalorian. You need to start following Favreau, Filoni, Taika, Waititi, Bryce Dallas Howard. Just follow Robert Downey Jr. because I'm sure he'll be like, I did a voice of IG-12.
Well, no, I follow these ones, but I guess maybe I'm just protective of this, and I don't want to be spoiled in terms of anything. I want to be able to just see it happen like right when it happens. So, again, we're on the same wavelength. This was my final. Never tell me the odds is another one. It's related to the Mandalorian as well, and that is if at any point in the series you could see Tamora Morrison either as Boba Fett or as Jango Fett in some type of way showing up in The Mandalorian.
That is about my personal odd is 4,000%. Jeez, I don't know. That's interesting.
You know what? Let's open it up a little bit. Let's say not specific at that character. Let's just say Tamora Morrison shows up in an episode. He doesn't have to be playing them. He could just show up.
No. I think, I want to, no, because Favreau kind of hinted at that panel that Boba Fett was alive still.
Okay.
And if Boba Fett's alive, he's the right age for him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this takes place 5 years after that, so
After
maybe not
Return of the
really.
Jedi.
Yeah, after Return of the Jedi, so not quite, I guess. He would unless he aged horribly in that Sarlacc pit.
He might have.
Who knows how long he was being digested in there, right?
I'm gonna go 47%. I don't think it's gonna happen. I would absolutely love it to happen. I think, obviously he won't be Jango, unless that would be weird.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'd be happen right away. It'd be kind of cool if it was like a tease in like the second or third season where they're like, oh, look, this non-Mandalorian who wore the armor of a Mandalorian appears and ends up being him. I would be all for that. So I'm going to go 47%.
Okay. I'm going to go, since I opened it up, and I'm going to just say Tamora Morrison just showing up in some type of way, I can really picture him just at least showing up in that Warwick Davis type of way where he keeps showing up as random new characters. So I could see Tamora Morrison just showing up as another random character at some point in the series. So at least in that regards, I'm going pretty high. I think it's like going to be like an 80 or 85% that he'll show up in any type of way. However, I will give a 5% chance that the Mandalorian is actually has a decrepit old helmet of Jango Fett, and it's just like Kylo, and he's just a Jango Fett fanboy. And it's just Tamora Morrison's rotting head that he has randomly.
I'd be down if I would be down for him to have like something Jango Fett in there. But I'm curious how they're going to play into Jango and Boba Fett, because in the first description we got from Favreau, he actually says long after Jango and Boba Fett, we have this new character, Mandalorian. So I'm curious if they're going to play into them at all. I've got a bonus odd for you now, Rob. Darth Ward. Here's a bonus odd. We got to do this one right now. The odds that, because Boyega has claimed that Episode 9 is all-out war. The Rise of Skywalker, cha-ching, $28, is all-out war. What are the odds that Rise of the Skywalker's end battle is more epic than anything we saw in the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
Oh, specifically the Lord of the Rings trilogy, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I could see it just because now they're saying like they're taking a break out of it. I could really see them hitting like a big high and doing something big, because just thinking in general, like obviously I love the Lord of the Rings movies. I'm a big fan of it. But in some type of way, I think that some of the action in some of the Star Wars movies has already almost equaled it. Like the final space battle in Return of the Jedi is pretty amazing. The space battle on at the end of Rogue One, that's pretty darn amazing. So I think there's a really good chance that this will surpass any of the previous Star Wars battles. So I'm gonna go high. I think it will surpass any other Star Wars movie. So as a result, pass any Lord of the Rings movie. So I'm going to go like an 85% as well here.
I'm going to go high too. I'm going to go 85.5. I'm going to up you by a little bit.
One up me.
Yeah,
damn
I'm going to one up you because I think so as well. I will have more talks, more odds on what will happen in that battle, so I don't want to get into it too much. But there's so much potential that you can have, especially with good old SheVP making a comeback to the Star Wars universe. There's so much to explore, so much going on. Can't wait to see that. 85.5%. This is going to be the big battle. We have been waiting 40 years for this. We've been waiting 9 movies, and this is the culmination of it all. Bring it. We are ready to go. The Skywalker saga is going to come to an end, and it's going to be awesome.
It will be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. And especially, I hope that they don't go all out with these trailers. I hope they decide to hide some stuff, just like Force Awakens trailers did.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So never tell me the odds. 100% that I hope they hide stuff from us for that one going forward. All right, this has been Never Tell Me the Odds. Rob, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can follow me at Robert E. McDonald, of course, and it's coming close. Vote of No Confidence is coming back. If you're a Patreon supporter, you already seen episode 1, right? So we'll have more of them, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. Vote of No Confidence. Check it out. Coming to you soon. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Once again, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and as always, may the force of others be with you.
Hey scumbags, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our video. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Rebel Scum Podcast, for all the latest videos.